What's going on, everybody? Dialerix TV back with another video, and I would like to discuss an article with you all pertaining Lakers for Anthony Davis. This article is via Paul Uggetti, The Ringer, and the headline reads, "The Lakers are Anthony Davis's team right now." So the article goes on to say that Paul Uggetti says, on a night when the Lakers clinched the West's top seed and more or less made their next 5 games in the bubble irrelevant, LeBron James played sidekick to Anthony Davis. AD scored 42 points and pirated around the court against the Jazz, who had no answer for a 7-footer with guard skills all night. They looked every bit as helpless against him as Rudy Gobert did after he fouled Davis on a dagger step back for a 4-point play in the fourth quarter. The article goes on to say that LeBron's work to get the Lakers to this point has been MVP worthy, and even if Giannis will likely stand in the way of him claiming the award, LeBron's ultimate goal has been the finals trophy. The first checkpoint on that journey has now been cleared in large part thanks to Anthony Davis, who's averaging 30 points a contest so far in Orlando. Home court advantage may not matter in the bubble, but clinching the top seed underscores the mission LeBron has been on since the season tipped off in October. The offseason addition of Davis has revigorated LeBron. It has also allowed him to take a backseat on any given night, ceding the stage to the Lakers' other superstar. Despite a loss to the Raptors on Saturday, this is the formula that has worked for LA in its 2 Orlando wins. Wins pace LeBron, let Davis cook. James hasn't played more than 35 minutes in any of the team's 3 games, and even though he's shooting 44% from the field, now with the 1 seed in their back pockets and a 5-game runaway until the postseason, the Lakers can afford to be even more conservative with LeBron's load and begin to imagine what a fully rested LeBron and this version of Davis could do in the playoffs. This may still be LeBron's league, with Kawhi and Giannis also staking their own claim, but to finish his career off with at least 1 or more title run, he needs Davis to claim a share of it too. So if you guys would like to read the entire article, the link is in the description box. So first and foremost, I truly believe we as Lakers fans must just step back from afar, stand back from afar, and just admire Anthony Davis' pure greatness and just fully appreciate him as a player. I've never seen in my lifetime a great player like Anthony Davis. The results that you are seeing on the court in these last few games was the reason why I advocated for the Lakers trading everything they had for Anthony Davis. You know, trading the entire house for Anthony Davis. In life, you just have to roll the dice and just take chances if you want to be successful. I knew that Brandon Ingram could potentially be phenomenal, and I did a video probably a year ago stating how Brandon Ingram could be the next Kawhi Leonard or be the next Kevin Durant or Paul George. But as I told you guys, he was on the clock. Lonzo Ball, etc. All these players have to develop, but with LeBron James joining the team, the Lakers sent a message that they were in win now mode. So Anthony Davis is a unicorn. In my opinion, the only 2 players in the NBA who are literally unguardable and just freaks of nature is AD and KD, because they could put the ball on the floor like guards and shoot from anywhere on the floor and shoot over top of these smaller defenders. And really the only way you could stop them is with an AK-47, okay? But are the Lakers now Anthony Davis's team? Absolutely not, okay? You guys know I'm not a LeBron James fan at all, but any team with LeBron James on it, it's his team, period. It's LeBron James's team. There's really no way around it. The sports media, which is predominantly all sports media, are going to do what's in the best interest of their marketing asset, LeBron James. Okay, so they're always going to create narratives and different tactics and use different tactics to alter fans' opinions. Okay, so now the media just bashed Anthony Davis. I remember it was some game ago where Anthony Davis had scored like 40 or more points, and you had Stephen A. Smith practically discrediting him and saying that, oh, it wasn't that great because he scored majority of his points from the free throw line. And I'm like, what? Like, bruh, like, this man is a 90% free throw shooter, and no matter how he got it, okay? But anyway, the reason the media is pushing this narrative that this is now AD's team and this is Anthony Davis' team and blah, 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 is because their marketed asset, LeBron James, hasn't been shooting well. He hasn't looked like the prime LeBron James that they're used to seeing. The Clippers, the Raptors, etc. All these teams with elite defenses and young talent who loves the run, they are making LeBron James look human, okay? Because they were just saying how AD looked horrible and he needed to score more in the fourth quarter. He needed to do this, blah, 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 right? But now they're trying to set the stage to put all the pressure on Anthony Davis. See, I've seen this movie and I've seen this pattern over and over and over again, okay? So if anything happens or goes wrong in the playoffs, who's at fault? It will be who? Anthony Davis, okay? AD. The narrative will be, oh, LeBron James took a step back and set up AD to get him going. He wanted to get Anthony Davis going early and blah blah blah. He gave Anthony Davis the keys. But I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy that the media understands that this is the best player that LeBron James has ever played with in his career, okay? I didn't say that. This is what the media is saying, okay? So that's great. So we won't hear no excuses whatsoever, okay? But AD looked absolutely incredible versus the Jazz, and he looked incredible versus these other teams as well. It's just that the media wants to deflect from LeBron James, and his shooting percentage has decreased. You know, as I stated, I do agree that Anthony Davis has to score more. He has to score more in the fourth quarter. But I think the sports media is asking too much of him if they think he should carry the team on his back in the fourth quarter. That is LeBron James' job, okay? But no, I don't think the Lakers are AD's team yet. Anthony Davis will tell you that the Lakers is LeBron James' team, and LeBron James subconsciously know that the Lakers will always be the true king, Kobe Bryant's team, okay? But anyway, and tell the Lakers they need to go ahead and put Kobe Bryant's statue on top of Staples Center. But anyway, I don't care. I don't care if AD scores 82 points and broke Kobe's record. It will still always be LeBron James' team. Even if AD carries the Lakers to the NBA Finals and wins Finals MVP, unfortunately, the Lakers will still be LeBron James' team. We always knew that OKC was Kevin Durant's team, even though Russell Westbrook in his mind thought it was his team. You know, we knew that it was his team. KD knew that he was a great player, but he knew deep down that the Warriors was Steph Curry's team. Despite what LeBron James bandwagon fans say, LeBron knew that deep down the Miami Heat was Dwayne Wade's team. But however, if he decides to remain a Laker past this season and waits for LeBron James to retire, then yes, Anthony Davis, the keys will officially be handed to you by default, okay? But I disagree with this article. I don't think LeBron James is playing sidekick to AD. I just think that LeBron is getting a little older, or he's, like they said, maybe he's taking a step back and he's, you know, conserving energy for the postseason, for playoff LeBron. You know, he's going to activate playoff mode, I guess. But AD statistically right now is better than LeBron, but defenses are scheming better on LeBron. The Lakers are a much older team, and they know that if they force a double team on AD and get the ball out of his hands, then LeBron James has to take over in the fourth quarter. Like, teams are studying the Lakers' strengths and weaknesses. They watch film. But anyway, I'm not surprised by anything Anthony Davis is doing. I knew what the Lakers were getting, and that's why I wanted him with the Lakers. I knew how he sets the tone defensively, and he's ultimately incredible on both ends of the floor. But now it's up to LeBron James and the front office to do whatever it takes to make sure we keep Anthony Davis, make sure that he's happy, make sure that AD is happy, okay? AD, and I ain't talking about after death, okay? Make sure the man happy and stays, or otherwise this franchise may take a turn for the worse. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.